one is gifted to me by my friend Nina. I'm back home in KL, and June was wonderful. I had a wonderful time in a different country, getting different scenery. And now is July, and I'm actually in the park. And honestly, it's been hot and sticky. I don't really like it. It's always been hot, but it's getting hotter because we have a heat wave in KL at least until September. And then also this week, we heard the news that our neighboring country, Indonesia, had a land firing that would actually add up to haze and also the heat, that's for sure. So it's going to be extra hot this year, which is already are. Like the temperature this morning was 25, but it feels like 29. Not like a 29 without humidity. We have to consider the high humidity, which is like sometimes about 55%. So the air quality hasn't been that great. We have warning on the rising haze and the temperature. Also, the UV index is also very high. It's just that today I feel that I want to have some fresh air in this park nearby my house, and I'm actually late. It's already almost 9. It's already hot. I should have gone out much earlier. Anyway, thankfully, the area that I live, the suburb that I live, the haze index is not that bad. It's not too affected. So still, the heat is still intense. I haven't been in the best mood lately, so that's why I'm out here taking some fresh air. Sleep's been off, work has felt quite overwhelmed, and then mentally it's just been very foggy. I think I'm lack of iron and vitamin B, so I haven't been waking up at my usual time. I usually wake up at 6 a.m., but it just haven't been happening lately. All right, thank Thank you for hijacking my seat. There is something. Yeah. Whoa. What were we talking about earlier? I was telling you that I wasn't feeling very good. I wasn't feeling like I'm in the right mood. And then the monkey came. So that fixed the mood. Well, since this thing happened, I just want to express my thoughts around this. I've been thinking and I've been doing a lot of reading, research about how the speedy development in the world right now with the technology destroying the nature, and this is the simplest and the easiest example. So the incident I had today, the monkeys actually surrounded me just to get food, right? They get very excited to see people. It's not their fault. And a lot of people, including myself, I'm not excluding myself from this, including myself, we are scared of them. When we see all this wildlife came out of their place and swarming into our neighborhood, and then we get scared, and sometimes we get upset about it, and it's not their fault. It's mainly our fault. This is something that I wish we could see. We could stop all this development for a while, pause and reflect on what we have done to them before we destroy them further, destroy their home, and being upset with them because they came into our neighborhood and tried to live with us. It's strange because today I didn't actually run away. I stood there and I actually scolded one of the monkey like I scold my cat, but he took it anyway. He took my snack, and I realized that they weren't there to harm me. They were just hungry, and at the same time I felt bad because the snack that I brought was just like a small tart, and I don't think they all can share. It's enough for everyone. Yeah, like we heard a lot of news. Like I think 2 months ago, there's a truck hit a baby elephant somewhere in the north, and it was devastating to see the news. And I'm so sad to see the news stopped just right there. We don't know what happened to the mother. Yeah, so they are not in our way. We are in their way. We are the one who came to their place, and it's very sad. Hope that we could do something about it. Anyway, I'm just yapping about what I experienced today. I'm gonna continue with my agenda of the day. I am going to read a book. I brought the book with me, which is A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, this book. And then I also brought my morning pages journal, so I'm going to journal a little bit, yeah, and chill. When I was in Melbourne, I picked up these two ladies. they are Australian. And the reason why I call them ladies is because they are written by an Australian woman. So the first one, I just love that I managed to find something from the country that I visit. And the first one is Wild Duck Shore, Charlotte McConaughey. This is a mystery thriller. It's about a woman who washes up on the shore and she was saved by a family. And these two family, both sides are actually have their own dark secrets. And this story is all about the tension, the trust issues, building a relationship, and all of the good stuff. And I actually don't know much about this book. I just saw it was mentioned by Sheila Joy, another YouTuber that I adore so much. She gave it a 5-star, and I figured that is an Australian author, and I was in Australia, then I just decided just to pick it up when I saw this on the shelf. The next one is Monkey Grip by Helen Garner. So this is a very really old classic, published in 1977, and it's set in Melbourne, which is why I love this so much. And it's about love, it's about drugs and sex and drugs and sex again. So it's kind of messy and raw from what I understand from the bookseller. I really don't know much about this. I don't even check this book on Goodreads. Before I buy this, it was just recommended by the paperback bookshop bookkeeper, and I just trust him. So I just gotta trust his judgment and give it a try. We are trusting the locals here. This is another thing that I got from Melbourne, but it is not a book, but it's a picture of a book illustration that is so pretty and stunning. I believe this is printed, not hand painted or anything. This is actually a greeting card from it's actually printed in Oxford, so basically it's not a Melbourne thing. But I bought this from the Old and Rare Books bookstore, and the reason why I got this is because everything in that bookstore is so expensive, and anything that I could buy is not something that catch my eye. So I decided to get something else as a souvenir, and I found this. This is going on my wall gallery. I am not going to use this greeting card. I'm not going to send to anybody because this is so stunning. I'm selfish. I'm not going to give it away, but I'm going to put this in a frame and put it on the wall in my library. This one is gifted to me by my friend Nina. 9-Yard Saris by Prasanti Ram. So she bought this in Singapore, and is also written by a Singaporean author, a women author. So I love this. I'm not too sure. I never heard about this book, but I'm thrilled to hear that this is an Asian lead, so a Singaporean lead to be specific. So from what I understand from the blurb here, it says it's about an Indian woman who has a daughter that's about to get married, and she's about to wear the 9-yard saris as written and advertised on the book cover. Your story moves from India to Singapore, Australia, and even America, and is about the experiences of women in the family. So I believe that this is actually has the portrayal of female solidarity, cultural conflicts and complexity, and some experiences in Singapore, I guess. So I am very excited to read this. Also, I do have the feeling that it has the same vibe as this book that I've read a few months ago, but I don't know. It's just the feel from the summary at the back of the book. Anyway, yep. Thanks, Nina. Finally finished this one. This is a very cute book. It's about twin sisters who grew up and just drifted apart after their grandmother died, and they start reconnecting again when they swap houses. They both live in a different city, so for some reason they travel to each other's house and live there for about a week or two, and then that's how they started to reconnecting and get to know each other again. And I find it very cute, very sweet, very funny as well. There's a cute romantic vibe to it, romance going around with one of the twin. And yeah, I don't know why I took so long to finish this one. It's actually a fast pace, very easy to read, and I'm glad I did that because I was not having a good week, and also it's been a very gloomy and hazy week here in KL, and this makes me happy. I have this on TBR last year. I've read it a little bit and then I stopped and then I reread it again for the first time, as if on the flight to Melbourne. I spent about 6 hours on the flight. I didn't sleep and then read through it, and I get into about 50% of the book. I really deep into the book, and is one classic coming of age about a young girl, about 7 to 9 years old girl. She came from a poor family. She also lives in a poor Brooklyn neighborhood in the early 1900s, and it's a story about her and her family and her life. The family is kind of messy, and I'm really loving it so far, and I am trying to read this slowly, and I'm not trying to speed read through this. Very good book. That's it. Let's get to the next section.
Uncomplicated touch, stable as we go, consistent as we grow. I won't slow love, no need to rush. I'll say it in my dreams, strangers in my seat.
Oh, tak ada ni ya? Comel gila.
I reminisce the codependence, the games that we play, lost our minds. So maybe you could stay, 'cause you got me thinking that possibly I've changed. I need slow love, yeah, the real one. I've seen it in my dreams, strangers you may see.
Sukiya. Ajak macam ni apa?
We today. Where are we today?
Kat mana?
Sutaya.
Sutaya, okay. Sutaya, okay.
So we're at Sutaya today. So I did journaling. This is my sister-in-law. Not so little anymore.
Taller than her right now.
What did you say yourself?
Huh?
You can't believe what?
I can't believe that I managed to sit down and read.
How many hours did we spend?
Oh, 3 jam ke kan?
3 hours. So long. Good job, good job. Happy Sunday. My sister-in-law and I is at a dreamy bookstore, dreamy book cafe, Sutaya, and we had a wonderful time together. I'm glad that I took the time to take a walk in the park, although it didn't work very well, which I end up in a cafe. But today went very well. I had a good time journaling, and I'm really glad I did that this weekend.